Welcome to our 2.5 Breach League easy Flameblast Totem build for Path of Exile and the new league. So for levels 1 to 11 you're going to be using Frostbolt and Flame Totem, and you're going to be running Clarity to help with any mana issues, to help you spam those spells. This is Frostbolt. It's basically like an AoE ice shot. You just sort of shoot it, and once you get to level 12 and 28 you're going to take Firestorm, and you're going to use that with the Flame Totem, and you're going to go towards Ancestral Bond up on the top left, but you're not going to take it because that won't allow you to do damage anymore once you take that. So you're going to keep using Firestorm. You're going to look at all the new Breach content that's available. You're going to be able to blast your way through the campaign really easily. Breach League's been super fun. You're going to have enough damage for bosses. I'm in a 3-man party. This is a video from my stream, and it's easy damage. These spells will be enough to take you to the early level 40s in the campaign. It's absolutely fine damage. It doesn't feel clunky or bad to play. You've got enough mana to spam your spells, and it's actually pretty fun to use Firestorm and Ice. Even bosses that have fire resist, like General Gravitius, will go down pretty damn quickly. Piety, all these bosses, again, footage taken from my stream that you can watch, are very easy to kill, no problem at all. You have easily enough damage here. Probably the strongest leveling I've had. I recommend taking the 2 totem node, the Ancestral Bond, before level 95. Right now I'm using Flameblast. Just to show you the damage, you can pick Flameblast up for a quest reward in the early 30s, I think. And yeah, the only reason I wasn't using Flameblast totems was because I didn't have the transmute to buy a spell totem, because I was broke in a new league. Once you get your spell totem, which you can buy from an NPC vendor, you are ready to blow stuff up. Super fun. Surprisingly fun. I thought Flameblast totems would be boring. Now, basically, you're just going to slam down Flameblast totems until you're level 65. You're going to be just dropping them, blowing up bosses. You have good damage, really good damage. Again, can kill all the bosses, no problem, and you don't need to invest in any gear. I haven't spent a single Chaos Orb, and I am in maps. You can see all the progress on my Twitch. Now, you can use Herald of Lightning or Anger, and you can use Blasphemy and Enfeeble. You can get Blasphemy from the Library Quest Reward. You get the Golden Pages, it's in the Hedge Maze, and it enables you to get Blasphemy. You can then run Blasphemy, Enfeeble, again, or Herald of Lightning, and Anger, your choice, really. And I felt I had that much damage that I actually ascended. Normally what I do personally is I ascend right at the end, so I get to Merciless, and then I roll through normal and cruel ascendances. But I felt like I had that much damage that I was just ready to ascend, so I went and ascended really early. I think I was just into cruel and I did normal. For the 3 link, you're going to want Spell Totem, Flame Blast, faster casting. Your 4th link's going to be AoE or Conk Effect. Your 5th link's going to be Increased Crit Strike. And for the 6th link, if you get one, it's going to be Controlled Destruction. The Increased Crit Strike is better than Controlled Destruction because if you crit with your Ascendancy, they have no resistances to fire. So it might not be better on Tooltip, but if you crit as an Inquisitor, they have no resists. So it just beats the actual Tooltip DPS. So you're going to ascend, you're going to pick Righteous Providence, and the bandits for this video are going to be Oak, Alera, Life, Cast Speed, Power Charges. Really simple. Again, if you look here, as the damage ramps up, this is all about spell damage. Boom, look, Caitlyn just gets 1 shot. It's just really good damage. I'm in a 2-man party, 3-man party, and I'm still 1-shotting bosses. So basically you're going to continue to crush the campaign with your flame totems, dropping big damage with double flame blast totems, and it's going to be super easy. The normal ascendance is going to be Righteous Providence, then you're going to get Inevitable Judgment, then Instrument of Virtue, and then for the Uber Lab is going to be the one that just showed up on screen. Again, this is absolutely fine damage. There's really no reason to do anything different. as a beginning opening to the league, I haven't had to spend anything, and you can see it just chunks Dominus. Like, you can get into Dried Lake, you can farm the levels you need, and once you get to level 60, you're just ready to go. This is a ghosted unique boss, which normally would take so long to kill. Early on into a campaign, you don't have enough damage to really kill those type of things, but this build is just drop 2 totems and it just gets chunked completely. It's great. Basically, you're going to keep leveling. The build's all about gem skills, gem powers. You don't need to buy anything. You're just going to keep farming until maps, and then you're going to equip your MTX, because your MTX is going to give you more no, I'm joking. The MTX isn't going to give you more damage, but you've got to equip the MTX, man. You level without the MTX, and then you equip the MTX to refresh yourself. Alright, that's what I did. And here's a Vol kill. Yeah, it's not the quickest, but when you ramp up the levels, the damage just becomes ridiculous. Now, a few key things is Orb of Storms, drop it with increased, with power charge on crit, curse on hit, and temporal chains. This means that you get power charges when you drop it, which obviously gives you more damage. As your AoE gets bigger and you begin to crit more reliably, you will penetrate all resistances, you'll get charges, and obviously do more damage. So you drop the Orb of Storm, it hits the target, it crits, it gives you a power charge, which gives you more damage. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's really, really simple. You don't need to do that setup until quite late into the game, because honestly, when you don't have the crit and you don't have the AoE, placing Orb of Storms just feels clunky and it doesn't do that much. But once you get the 4th power charge and you get some crit on your tree, it really starts to make a big difference. Again, you don't need any gear. I haven't bought any gear and I'm in maps. The weapons you're going to look for are spell damage, spell crit, and cast speed. To get cast speed on a dagger, you're going to use an Essence of Misery. You get that on a dagger so you can use Whirling Blades with blood magic, so you don't have to cost mana, or you can just use a wand and use Lightning Warp until you can find a dagger with that cast speed. Your rings are going to be cast speed, life, resists, amulet, cast speed, crit chance, crit multi, life. These are the order that you should be looking them in, the most important things. The belt is going to be life and resist. Now obviously you can go a CI version, so scratch the life off and go for ES. But as this is the beginning of the league, I'm not going ES. I'm just going life because it's much, much easier to get a hold of. And I'm just going to get enough life to do maps, grind out Uberlab and get currency. This is a beginner build with hopefully the potential to scale to end game. You'll be able to see on my Twitch channel and in future videos, if I can get it, to do Shaper, Uberlab, GGZII, you know, these type of bosses. But for now, it's a beginning build that requires no investment. You can blast through maps in the campaign. It feels strong, and it's just a nice beginning build for Breach League. So if you're looking for a build to just go ahead, play some of the Breach League content, enjoy Path of Exile with a nice simple build, nothing crazy, just simple totems, then this is the build for you. I will be updating how the build handles end games soon on my channel. You can watch me on Twitch, ask me any questions in game, I'm sure I'll answer. And yeah, hopefully this guide helps anybody that's been a bit on the fence of trying to pick a build for Breach League. I was looking at Cyclone, I was looking at Blade Flurry, I was looking at Totems, I was looking at self-casting Flameblast, I was looking at Raider builds, I was looking at so many builds, and eventually I just decided I've never done a Totem build. It's a simple build, it requires no money. I haven't spent a Chaos Orb and I'm blowing up. I managed to get to tier 4 maps, which yeah, isn't a big thing. It's not a big thing to buzz about. But I don't have any maps in the new league. But I am just crushing the game, and it is fun to play. Surprisingly, it's fun to play. The playstyle, I would say, a quick tip is drop them. So you run past the mob, then you drop the totems behind you, and that makes the playstyle a lot easier. And again, it's all about cast speed, because at the moment my totems are slow, so you have to wait for them to stack to 10 and then they pop. The more cast speed you're going to get, the quicker they're going to drop the Flameblast, the quicker you're going to clear. So if you enjoyed that, let me know. Super easy Breach